Mad Munchkin Snackage, Episode 7, Valhalla. Well, this was pretty difficult to track down. I have a general knowledge of Norse mythology, but I wouldn't call myself an expert by any means. And sadly, yeah, that's one of the main problems with this film. Valhalla is a Danish animated feature film released in 1986 by Metronome, based on volumes 1, 4 and 5 of the comic book series of the same name, in its turn based on the Scandinavian tales of the Norse mythology. Emphasis on the phrase turn-based here. This really makes this movie suffer. Its pacing is terrible. There are comedic scenes that last too long, and they're just there to fill in screen time. It's not lazy by any means. If anything, this movie tries too hard. Valhalla is a movie that seems to assume the viewer knows Norse mythology off by heart. In a story based freely on Norse mythology, two children are paid a surprise visit by the gods Thor and Loki, who are great fun, by the way. Thor takes them along with him to Asgard, the land of gods, and forces them to be his servants, cleaning his home, taking care of his animals and babies, which of course the children absolutely love doing. After quarrelling with Loki, yeah, they do that a lot in this film, the children follow their own path, accompanied by the strange creature Quark, and their adventure takes them to Odin, king of the gods, to a playful forest, and to the land of the giants. This movie is a string of 3 separate adventures strung together. It felt more like a homage to the turn-based comic series they are based on instead of a movie in its own right. Nothing much is explained in the dialogue or the visuals. We're just kind of expected to know everything of Norse mythology, as I already said, which is really confusing. I don't usually like narration in a movie, but really, this movie kinda needed it. It did have some narration at the beginning to set the premise and did give a brief count of when this movie is set, and we are given a basic education on the Norse gods, but really we needed a little bit more help with this. The animation was pretty decent, and in fact at times it's pretty impressive, if a little watery and loose at times. The English dub, by the way, is pretty bad. I mean, it's not the worst I've heard, but there are moments of complete silence that just seems empty and awkward. Not at all atmospheric. Well, I'm not sure if that was the intention here or not. Yeah. Watch Valhalla for Thor and Loki. They're great fun. I mean, they're great fun when they're in movies in general, really. They're entertaining in themselves, and the movie really needed more screen time with them instead of stupid comedic scenes with the children. I do recommend this. It's just not, gonna blow you away or anything. I'm Mad Munchkin. Stay creative.